Hello, Drew here, and today I am responding finally to Brittany from Palm Tree Bewitchery's tag, the 10 open door questions. Yeah. I've been wanting to do this, but I've just been caught up in other things, so finally I'm getting to do this, and I'll be doing a couple other tags here coming up as well. But question 1 is, what fictional place would you most like to go to? Probably any world created by Neil Gaiman, but if I had to pick specifically, it would be The Dreaming from the Sandman series. It's any world that he creates is somewhat scary, but the real world can be quite scary as well, so I'm alright with that. I just adore Neil Gaiman and his work. What is the most annoying habit you think most people have? Self-centeredness, or a general lack of common courtesy? For instance, my biggest pet peeve when driving is people don't use their turn signal. How hard is it to just flick that little switch and let everybody else know what you're doing? And you're just too busy thinking about yourself or on your phone and not really caring about the people around you to do it. Or in the grocery store or any kind of store. People are in the middle of the aisles thinking about what they want for dinner, what they're doing, and not just blocking everyone, or looking at the clothes they want to buy, and just don't give a damn about anyone else around them. I think that the vast majority of us are guilty of this at one time or another. But there are some people who are just serial offenders and just don't care. They're just too self-absorbed and don't care about anybody else, and it drives me nuts. Number 3 is, what state or country do you never want to go back to? I haven't been to very many places. Here in North Carolina, I've been to Louisiana, I've been to Pennsylvania, been California very briefly, and Japan. And I would go back to any of those places. I would live in Japan if I could, probably. Number 4 is, are you a night person or a day person? At this point, I'm kind of both. I used to be a complete night owl and would stay up till, 3 in the morning. My creative hours were between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. But now I'm kind of in between. I'm not a morning person. I can't do mornings. I go to bed around midnight and get up around 8. And I like the day. I like the night. I'm good with both. Number 5 is, what takes up too much of your time? And the question implies that it's a negative thing. So maybe cleaning. I don't work outside the home, but my time is divided between cleaning and cooking and stuff like that. I'm going to add all that in one category. Cleaning, my business, Creations from the Hallow, and YouTube, making these videos and everything that goes along with that. And I kind of consider those in the same category as well. But with Creations from the Hallow, not only do I make product, which I don't do every day, I do it as needed. But not only do I make product and try to have a certain amount of backstock of most of it, but I also stage photos for social media advertising. Like, I have a Facebook page for my business, and I have an Instagram account that is used for both personal and business. And the pictures that I stage, I will take 6 products. And when I say 6 products, I don't mean 6 listings, because, for instance, my listing for Espit candles is going to have at least 12 different candles within one listing. So half of those, 6 of those candles, that takes me 2 hours to stage all the photos. Because I try to do a very elaborate, witchy aesthetic for the pictures, and then take the pictures and run them through filters and blah, blah, blah. And so that takes quite a bit of time when I'm doing that. I also do write-ups on my Creations from the Hallow Facebook page that has nothing to do with my product per se. I'll write up about whatever, different kinds of spellcraft, or crystals, or magical symbols, or symbols of protection, or just gods and goddesses, the fae, different types of animal medicine to work with, just all manner of things that I will write up. And so I sit down and I do that in advance. I also plan out my YouTube videos in advance. Not like this video and not my Monday musings or anything like that, but my Friday videos that are sort of me teaching in a way, trying to share my wisdom as it was. I plan those out in advance, and all of that takes a long time. So my time is sort of equally divided between cleaning and these things. Although maybe the creations from the Hallow and the YouTube edge out the cleaning a little bit. Number 6 is, what do you wish you knew more about? If I could just have information dropped into my head and retain it, that list is huge. But as far as me actually going out and learning something, it would probably be like herbalism, learning more about plants and about their properties, both medicinally and magically, and being able to store all that in my brain. I would really be interested in that. Number 7 is, what are some small things that make your day better? My family, of course, can easily do just little itty bitty things and make my day really a lot better. There are YouTube videos that sometimes help in that area. But if it's a nice day out and I can just go outside and be in my yard, I'm building my garden into something magical to me and beautiful, and the energy is shifting, and I'm excited to be out there, and it will be even more so over the years as I have to slowly build it. I'm not rich. I can't just go out and buy everything I want, but the plant life and what have you. So just going out there and being in that energy is really wonderful and brings me great joy. But honestly, one of the easiest things is my dogs, particularly my Frenchton. She can just crack me up and bring me so much joy because she's just silly and cute and wonderful. What is something you like to do the old-fashioned way? This question was hard, but honestly, cooking is probably the thing I like to do the old-fashioned way. Not that I necessarily make my own pizza dough when I do pizza, or, you know, it's not that I do everything in cooking the old-fashioned way, but, like, I don't have a microwave. I don't have one. Like, we've never used a microwave in this house. We've been here almost 6 years. We did have one for a time. It lived in the garage, and only the children used it. I don't really like them. I like to cook on the stove and in the oven and on the grill. That to me is kind of the old-fashioned way, I guess. I also prefer to, you know, use all natural. Like, sometimes we'll get like a little bag of pre-noodly stuff or rice, but I really prefer to just use fresh ingredients and do it the old-fashioned way. Number 9, what is the most annoying question people ask you? Nobody has really asked me any annoying questions in a long time, but annoying questions that I used to get, like, one time I went into a convenience store and I had a tank top on, and I was like in my early 20s. I was probably 22, 23. And I have a big tattoo on my back of Morpheus from the Sandman series by Neil Gaiman because it touched me so deeply. It's such a beautiful work of art. And the woman caught a glimpse of my tattoo and she says to me, "What are you going to do when you become a mother?" And I just laughed and said I already am, because I had my daughter when I was 20. But of course, I looked like I was 16 until I was almost 30. So, well, getting up there anyway. So, yeah, things like that used to happen a lot. You know, why would you do certain things with my piercings or my hair or my tattoos? And it's not so much that they were even genuinely curious about why or whatever. It was really more usually they're being condescending and basically telling me I don't approve of what you've done by asking an annoying question. People don't really do that to me anymore. As a matter of fact, I was in the my husband and I get a lot of our stuff that we get secondhand from a Christian thrift store, secondhand store. And we donate to them, and we buy from them a lot because you can find a lot of really cool stuff in there. A great many things that I have in my witchy collection have come from there, and it's kind of funny. But they're always very sweet. And I was in there yesterday, and a customer, a little old man, stopped me and just said, "Your hair is so beautiful." And I was just like, oh my God. So I don't know, people don't really give me shit anymore about my appearance and the things I do. Sometimes you get a weird look, but I don't get those stupid ass questions anymore. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I carry myself confidently, and I always have a bright smile for people, and it kind of disarms them. Number 10 is, what trend or fad do you hope comes back? I don't know. This was another hard one. I'm not really a trendy girl, but I have always really loved baby doll dresses, and I think I'm too old for them now, but still, yeah, I guess that would be it. I love a baby doll dress. So, yeah, those are my answers. Thanks for listening, everybody. Until next time, much love and gratitude.